tutorial on how to find your field placement listing and how to log hours on Chalk and Wire. First, you will go to your web browser. You will type in www.chalkandwire.com/USFCA. You will enter in your login and your password. When you first log in, you will see a page that looks like this. It will say Dashboard, and you'll see a menu bar on the side. You'll see My Coursework, as well as My Field Placements. You should find your field placements listed under the My Field Placements section. In this example, we will use this field placement. It will say your name, either Student Teaching 1 or Student Teaching 2-3, as well as your subject area, and it will say where school you are placed at. If you do not see this, it is because you have not confirmed your placement yet, and EVA has not set up the listing for you. If this is an error, please contact EVA. You would have received an email that looks like this if your placement has already been set up. It would have been in your email entitled Field Placement Assigned, and it would say Chalk and Wire. So your name, your school, as well as this information. The other way to find your field placements is to scroll back to the top, to go to Menu, click on Work, and click on My Field Placements. You will see that it is also listed here. For this example, we're doing the Mirror Elementary. This is what your field placement looks like. Please check that this information is correct. It should list your name, Dr. Dillon, as well as either your master teacher or cooperating teacher's name and the name of your supervisor. If you have not been assigned a supervisor at this point, please note it will say placeholder supervisor. You'll see your subject area, your grade level, as well as the teacher education department. You'll see that in this example, the Student Teaching 2-3 student teachers must log 540 hours. This is what this bar indicates, the number of hours that you have to complete. Please refer to the handout I provided that indicates how many hours you must log. If you were a full-time teacher or a teacher's assistant, you would not log any hours unless you were working under a USF recommended intern credential. You would have worked with Helen, the credential analyst, to apply for this. Candidates that are working on a USF recommended intern credential would log the support hours they received from Amin, who is the intern support coordinator. She can help you with logging those intern support hours. If you keep scrolling down, you will see the assessments that your cooperating and master teachers complete, as well as your supervisor. These are listed below here. These are automatically sent out by the Chalk and Wire website. And I also send out an email directly to your cooperating or master teacher a couple of days before to remind them to complete this for you. The dates here are the dates that they will receive the link to the evaluation. You may see there's another page worth of assessments. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see the school site of your placement. Now, to log your student teaching hours, you should scroll back to the journals section. So scroll back up. You'll see journals. And again, it should have your name and then Student Teaching 1 or Student Teaching 2-3. So you can click on the link to populate the screen. This is what a sample entry looks like. So in this, you can see there's the date, the hours, and the activities of that day. And you can always go back and edit the date that you logged. To log a new entry, you will click the blue button that says New Journal Entry. So this form will pop up. You will want to maintain a log of your attendance and instructional activities per day that you're at your placement. So you'll enter in the date, you can select it from the calendar below, and then hours. You can use round numbers, so for instance, 3.5 hours were spent at the school site on this day. And you can use a very brief description of your instructional activities that day. Once you press submit, you'll see a form has been updated. Announcement to indicate that you have completed this entry for that day. You would press close to return to the previous screen. In this case, we're pressing back on the school. And you'll see that there have been additional hours added to the journal log. To add new entries, you would click on the link again and repeat these steps. Unfortunately, the website requires you to enter 1 entry per day that you are there. Our recommendation is that you log your hours for the previous week on every Friday or every weekend, just to make sure that you keep up on your entering of hours. If you have any questions on how to log your hours on Chalk and Wire, please contact the TeacherEd program assistant.